Hello, I'm Jay Abraham, and I grow businesses for a living, all kinds, small, large, high tech, low tech, no tech, sales, distribution, professional services. And I'm known for working on the geometry of a business, getting businesses to multiply their profit performance without multiplying their investment or their risk. And I'm here with a colleague who compliments me greatly. Alan, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Dr. Alan Barnard. I'm a CEO of Golded Research Labs, and we've worked over the last 20 years or so with organizations all the way from about $100,000 to about $100 billion in answering two very simple questions for them. The first one is, how much better can you do? And the second one is, what is the lowest cost, lowest risk, fastest, simplest possible way of doing a lot better?
Actually, two great questions. The last one is really intriguing. And I basically work on two different things: how to multiply everything you're doing with no extra cost or risk to get it to do a lot more. Alan is masterful at zeroing in on the two or three key performance factors that nobody sees, that, if slightly altered, can monstrously boost not just top line, but far greater bottom line performance. Alan stands for something I think is very, very exciting: good times, bad times, helping companies turn their top line into ultimately their bottom line in a very short period of time, not overnight, but 4 years or less. And we're talking to you right now because, Alan, why don't you tell them why?
A couple of weeks ago, I had a call with Jay, and we were just looking at the devastating numbers that were being published from especially the small to medium-sized business sector in the US. I don't know if you are aware of it, but currently the number of businesses that have permanently closed as a result of this COVID-19 pandemic is now exceeding the number of companies that have temporarily closed. And we looked at these numbers, they're devastating, and thought that there's something that we must do. There's something that we can do. We've got this very unique skill set of how to dramatically grow businesses, but do it in a very low risk, low cost way. And we thought, it makes sense to partner up and to share this combined knowledge that we've had in a webinar that we want to gift to you. That's our investment in you.
Just to expand, I am squarely focused in my day job, which is working with private businesses, entrepreneurs, and CEOs around the world, in two things: not allowing them to fail, but secondly, forcing them to get the optimal return from whatever they do. I don't want to see businesses underperform the opportunity is just because they don't know higher performing alternatives, possibilities, and options. Alan and I are collaborating on something we think is actually very noble, but it's also a commercial endeavor. We are going to, in essence, buy you a 90-minute, very high level masterclass on the 5 biggest performance mistakes that business owners of all sizes, kinds, and parts of the world are currently making, that are costing them profit performance, competitive performance, operational performance. Alan?
And not just it's costing them their inability to grow exponentially, which is what the real potential of most businesses is, but it's what it's also costing them is they end up spreading their resources too thin, especially their own limited management attention, that makes them very vulnerable for crises like the one that we've just experienced. What we will share with you in this masterclass coming up is what are the many ways that you can grow your business beyond what you thought would ever be possible, but to do it in a very safe way, in a way that will not make you exposed or fragile.
That's great, Alan. Thank you. One final thing. I've counseled to companies over 6 different downturns. We call what we do the downturn turnaround. And I would just say this: Alan and I are committed to freely and openly share with you the 5 biggest mistakes, and thus opportunities when you eliminate them, that will dramatically multiply everything you do and how it performs. And if you're interested in joining us, no cost, no obligation, and it will be probably one of the most richly rewarding 90 minutes you spend, because this is the same information we are paid literally tens of thousands of dollars an hour to share privately. Go to the link below. Alan, any final thought?
For us, it's a real privilege to be sharing this knowledge with you. It's something that we want to do and feel compelled to do. There's so many opportunities currently in the recovery phase, but there's also major risks. We don't want you to make these mistakes. We don't want you to spread your resources too thin. And we look forward to sharing these, not just the mistakes, but how you could prevent these mistakes and fully capitalize on the potential that's already existing in your business right now.
Thank you. And the final statement, we don't believe we have to share with you the prestige of all the clients we have helped. If you need that, they are more than plentiful and more than impressive. Iconic companies, household names, major worldwide corporations, $1 billion, and very unique niche players. You can check us out any way you want, but I think you should be there for the betterment of your current business performance, your future business performance, and the value of the asset that you've invested so much in creating. Thank you very much. Go to the link below. We look forward to making arguably one of the most significant contributions anyone perhaps can at this particular period in your business life. Thank you. Thank you, Alan.